Well, how y'all doing? Oh, shit. Here we go. It's happened, folks. It's happened. Seth the Programmer has finally put out um, highly anticipated response video to all of the allegations. And I haven't seen this yet. I'm going to be watching it for the first time live with you guys. I have not had a chance to see this yet. Crazy0420 says, doing all right. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. I would be doing a little bit better, though, if y'all would hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And of course, you can donate on Cash App or Venmo if just out of the kindness of your hearts. If you guys want to do that, it does help support the channel. And hell, if I start getting more donations, I might start doing live streams like this every single night, especially because I got this new live stream software, Melon. And this thing is freaking amazing, bro. It's absolutely nuts. I love this thing. So much better than StreamYard. But yeah, if you guys, want to, you can donate on Cash App or Venmo. The information's going by on screen and will be throughout the entire live event. So what are we here for, folks? We are here for the Seth the Programmer response. He's finally put out a video. He's finally put out a response, and we're going to watch it for the first time together. I haven't seen it yet. If you guys have already seen it, I think he put this out. When did he put this out, actually? Let's see, 14 minutes ago. It's probably about 9:30 he put this out, so I haven't seen this yet. As soon as I saw this go up, as soon as I saw this in my notifications, I was like, oh, shit. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. I was like, hold up. Oh, wait, whoa. Time out. Whoa. First of all, I went to his channel to verify that it's actually him and not somebody making a troll video. It seems to actually be him. It seems to be on his channel. So this is the response video. We're going to watch it together. Now, going into this video, what do I want to see? I want to see him own up to the allegations that are true. I fully expect him to fight the pedo allegations. I would do that if somebody was accusing me of that. I expect him to fight that. Again, I don't think that Seth is a pedo. You guys know that. I think it's very murky area what he did. I think it's definitely on the line, but I don't think he crosses the line as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. Maybe he's going to come out with something that's going to change my opinion on that, and he's going to own up to that too. We'll see. But I expect him to own up to the bullying allegations, to the the whole thing with the Patreon and the trailer, the Naruto versus Ichigo thing. I expect him to own up to that. Yeah, I expect him to own up to a lot of stuff in this video. I expect him to fight some of the allegations, but at the end of this video, what I want him to do is I want him to announce to his fans, to his audience, that he is going to be taking time off. He is going to be seeking help to fix the trauma, to fix what's going on in his head, to get psychological help, and that he'll be coming back later. I want him to just be honest. I hope he's really honest in this video. I hope he puts it all out there, and then I hope he steps away from the internet after this and he takes time off to deal with his trauma, to get psychological help, and hopefully come back in the future. But he needs to take time off from the internet. I'm hoping that's what is announced at the end of this video. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to give people a couple more minutes to start coming in, and then we're going to get started on the video itself. But yeah, on a Saturday night of all times, on a Saturday night, I do think it's a little bit odd that he's putting this out on Saturday night, because a lot of people are out. A lot of people are not going to be at home where they can watch this, because this is nearly an hour-long video. But there's going to be a lot of people that just, aren't at home right now. And, I don't know. It seems like a weird time to put out this video. I'd probably wait till tomorrow morning, or hell, I'd probably wait till Monday to put this out. Monday night, because there's probably going to be more people staying at home on Monday night. Saturday night, Friday night, a lot of people are out. Hell, even Sunday night would have been better. but we'll see. Anyways, let me check the audio on YouTube and make sure everything is sounding good and looking good. Anyways, let me check the audio on YouTube and make sure everything is sounding good and looking good. Anyways, let me check. All right, everything sounds good. Everything sounds superb on YouTube. Fantastic. I'm a little bit cautious because all right, Crazy says everything sounds good here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. When we start playing the video, tell me if the audio still sounds good. Like if I need to adjust the audio any on the video or anything like that, let me know. Yeah, I'm a little bit cautious about that stuff because StreamYard messed up so many times trying to use it. I don't know what happened to StreamYard, but StreamYard went from like really, really good quality. Thank you, Crazy. StreamYard went from like really good quality to just every time I would stream, it would be awful. And I was like, is it me? Is it my internet? Is it my computer? It shouldn't be my computer. I just got this computer like 4 or 5 months ago. So it shouldn't be my computer. And I did research into the specs and everything. Like the streaming should be fine. It should be powerful enough to stream. But it turns out it's StreamYard. Something went wrong with StreamYard. But Melon's fantastic. And honestly, I can do a lot more with Melon. Like I've got this cool background and stuff. I've got the banner running down there with the Cash App and the Venmo information. The chat's really good. I can put up people's chats if I want to. Like, for example, I'll put up Crazy's chat right now. See, there we go. So, all right. So I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and dive into this video. Here we go. Seth the Programmer. The allegations are not true. That's the title of the video. The allegations are not true. The honest truth. All right. It better be the honest truth. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Age.
How old are you?
I'm fucking 28. How old are you?
28? Wow, I'm 22.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're fucking old, bitch.
I'm not old.
I was looking for like a 14-year-old. What the fuck, Granny?
Oh my god.
Not
All right,
joking.
sounds good for the
You have a
video.
little
Awesome,
sympathy.
Crazy.
Hello everyone, it's your host, Seth the Programmer. This video has been a long time coming, and there are many reasons this video did take me a long time, which I will be getting into later in the video, and you guys will definitely understand why. I will say this just very bluntly, very short. I have made many mistakes in my life. You know, I've hurt people in the past, including close friends, and I'm currently seeking therapy to work on myself and to be a better person and more understanding of others. And that being said, yes, I was an asshole to my friends, but the bottom
This
line
is what
and
I
the most
wanted.
important thing here is I am not a pedophile. The pedophile thing was never really Clyde's huge concern. Clyde defended me in the past about this, and so did many other YouTubers. And Clyde himself, he became a little bit confused by it because of admissions from a different person named Catherine Kawhi, who happened to be a boy, and Clyde always just assumed, well, Seth is not gay, so therefore he would never hit on a boy. And then when he heard about my sexuality possibly not being straight, he became a little bit confused. I will just say right now that Catherine Kawhi has already came out and said, no, I was not a victim of Seth. So with that out of the way, we're just going to get straight into satire.
It seems that from what you just told me, that it was kind of like an unspoken thing that everyone's just kind of trolling each other and trying to make each other uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you never felt threatened by him, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Okay, and...
yes, like at the time I was just sort of, it was just my personality to be as weird and annoying as possible.
Yeah.
My mentality during this whole thing was that most people on Discord have like a veil of irony. So like I just assumed that everyone was sort of trolling at the time.
What I'm coming today here is to just like quickly speak with you and just get your kind of, you know, your comments and everything like that. You posted...
Honestly, I feel like my situation is like hardly relevant. It is like, because once again, I didn't consider myself a victim at all.
Yeah.
I just thought that my encounters with him, with Seth, were kind of sus.
The satire situation. Satire is 3 years younger than me, and during these screenshots, she is 17, and I am 20 years old.
He used to say things like that in private calls as well, like with his like highest of like admins as well up there. They would just sit in calls, and he would sit there and say things like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel dumb as a 16-year-old, like not recognizing those things now, you know, at 22, I can sit there and say, what was I thinking? But yeah.
Then in future screenshots.
So wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Pause. So there was only a 3-year age gap between these two? Like, that's even less than I thought. I thought it was 5 years. So, I mean, again, the pedo allegations are they're looking even more exaggerated at this point. They're looking more stupid. A lot of people have egg on their face, even more so at this point. He's got the calls. He's got the files here. He's got the evidence. He's bringing the receipts, unlike a lot of other people who did not bring the receipts. So far, so good. So far, I like this. I like this response. I like that he admitted he was an asshole. Let's keep going.
Where a lot of people are like, you know, the pepperoni nips, and they're saying I'm sexually harassing her. She's 18 and I am 21. A lot of people really over exaggerate the age difference, and a lot of people they keep doing this thing where they're like, Seth, you're 21 talking to a 16-year-old girl. Like, they'll always like age me up, but just like keep her perpetually 16, and it's a completely dishonest narrative. It's always a 3-year gap. She was born in 2000. But beyond that, a lot of these screenshots are actually doctored or fake, and you'll notice in a lot of these screenshots, she removes all of her replies and a lot of context. You can literally see it in the screenshots where it's like, who is Seth replying to? Is he having like a schizo attack? Who is he talking to in these screenshots? And it's because she removed all the context, which originally the context is that, at least for the original one, was that me and her would get into these private calls with like admins and stuff like that, which she admits on Clyde's stream, and we would do it to sort of poke fun at another member in our server who actually had a crush on her. So me and her would make screenshot bait and then send it to him. So there was no actual intent at soliciting anything. There's not like, oh, you know, I was just joking, bro. It's not even that. There's not even an attempt to solicit anything from anyone, on top of her already doctoring and lying about a lot of screenshots. And to further go into this, there was a guy who actually completely despised me. He thought I was absolutely a pedophile. He hated that, and no one was talking about it, so he actually helped inspire to make this document on me to begin with, and he was the original person behind it, and kind of getting into it, and, you know, arguing and creating the arguments for it. And then he just straight up realized, these people keep telling me different lies and different things, and suddenly they're making new stories all the time that don't make any sense and clearly never happened.
Okay, so with the whole, like, 50 messages I woke up to, Satire and Abraham are trying the whole, he's trying to fly out and fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, didn't she...
Apparently they have screenshots this time. Yeah.
But that's bullshit, because, like, you asked them for evidence, and then they're just like, oh, we didn't say that, or we don't have any evidence, or something. And then, like, now they just suddenly have evidence, like, almost 6 months later.
Yeah, so I'll relay the chronology from what I saw, like, about the little situation that's happening now, and I'll just tell you my kind of takeaway. But basically what happened was, I forgot who I was talking to. I think it was, you know, the MF Doom kid?
Yeah.
Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about some shit, but he basically asked me about you. And I basically said, oh, Seth's like a liar and shit, but I don't think he's a pedophile. I think Abraham and them lied about that. And so he goes, really? You think Abraham would lie about that? And I'm like, yeah, I do think he would, because he just flat out lied to my face. And so he goes, well, maybe you should talk to Abraham. I'm like, pass.
Right.
And then that was like 2 days ago. Then yesterday, I guess Abraham hits up Fingerprint and is just like, hey, man, I was hoping that I could talk to Trini or something, because recently, you know, I don't know, like, you know, it's just there's something really pressing that I want to talk to him about. And I was like, we literally the last time, because of this shit, said that we weren't going to ever talk again, because there's just no point in us speaking. So I was like, yeah, I'm good. Then that tryharder kid, who's like the notorious doxer in this community, then proceeded to ask Infamous, oh, yo, can you ask Trini and Fingerprint to come talk with me? And Fingerprint's not even involved, so that already seems suspicious as fuck to me. Yeah. So I was like, I'll just talk to him so he doesn't bother Fingerprint. And because, like, Fingerprint's busy with a bunch of shit, so I'm not going to have him being bothered over it. So I decided to, like, kind of hear what, like, he was even trying to talk about. So it was apparently about you.
Yeah.
All right, so we are 7 minutes in, by the way. Just so you know, Sixes. My thoughts on this so far. First of all, I like that he admitted to being an asshole. I expected like the main thing here was going to be like fighting against the pedo allegations, which of course I never believed. I took a lot of shit in the first video I made about this whole debate, saying that yes, Seth is an asshole. You can accuse Seth of sexual harassment, you know, all this stuff, but I think calling him a pedo is a step too far. So far, I like what I'm hearing from this. And the big thing was for me is him just straight up admitting at the beginning of the video that he's an asshole. He did a lot of fucked up stuff. But the pedo stuff is going too far, of course, but also saying that he has begun seeking help. That's the big thing. I am really happy to hear that Seth is seeking help. I was really happy to hear that. So let us continue.
And he starts telling me like, oh, like we want your testimony and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, look, been there, done that. Nothing came out of it. I'm good. And he was like, well, Seth said like all sorts of weird shit. I'm like, yeah, Seth said some creepy shit, but he apologized. We've kind of all moved on from it. No real harm, no real foul. Like, yeah, what is there to really talk about at this point? And he basically was like, well, he should have said that stuff. And I'm like, I agree, but if it's not to the degree of like child grooming or anything, I don't know why you guys would go out of your way to like try and ruin his career or slander him so badly as like this weird child hunting pedophile, when, you know, like you deal with like depression and shit. Like that could be a very serious like mental health concern for you. Like just all sorts of like fucking unnecessary stress. If not that, it's still a huge financial risk because your whole thing is about platforming essentially. It's what you do. You have a social media profile that brings in revenue and shit. People threaten that by like labeling you a pedophile and that's seen as even remotely reputable. That's not good. So I'm like, yeah, like I don't know. Like you guys should definitely be way more careful with that shit. And then they keep trying. So
thank you, Robert Wood.
Guy keeps trying
I
to convince
appreciate
me.
it. Thank you very much.
He actually has
for that.
way more definitive evidence and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, look, bro. Just a heads up. Abraham and Satire lied about this shit. They told me, oh, Seth promised to fly out and promised that he would come to a specific hotel because he knew the hotel in her area and knew her fucking Australian zip code or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And that like all sorts of like crazy detailed information. And that they had all of the evidence for it. And I took their word for it because it seemed really legitimate at the time. And so I'm like, yeah, like, okay, sure. Then when you and I argued, you were like, and I thought this was a legitimate point, you were like, well, if it is the case that I'm just seriously like a child grooming pedophile and there's just so much evidence for me just like asking Satire when I could fly out there, like, you know, why don't you guys just expose me? And I was like, yeah, that is a good point because Abraham and Satire have been talking about it for a while, so why don't we just do it? So I asked them, and by the way, it wasn't just me who heard them say this. They talked about it with me and Mikey, right? Yeah. So just keep that in mind for a second. So I hit them up about it, and I'm like, Abraham, yo, can you get me that evidence? And then he tells me, we never said that. And I'm like, dude, are you being fucking serious right now? And he's like, yeah, we never said that. And so I asked him, Mikey, and I'm like, yo, did he not say that? And he was like, not only did they say that, but they promised they had evidence. And so I was like, yeah, there's fucking liars. And I told them up front, I thought they were fucking liars. Then they proceeded to try and call me a pedophile and shit on Twitter because I talk to Jade occasionally, which I thought was really ironic because I don't know if you know this, but Satire used to have really private conversations with Jade, like really deeply emotionally intimate conversations with this like 11-year-old for no fucking reason.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
like
that's actually
11-year-old?
fucking weird. She was ranting about her mom and shit to like this kid. Really bizarre.
He's like,
why?
But dude, this is someone who's still doing like pre-algebra homework. Like you're sitting here ranting to her about your mom dying. Like that's just like why him and that's just bizarre to me. But yeah, they try to call me a pedophile and shit because you talked to. So I'm just like, look, I get the impression that they just like to lie and have weird vendettas against people and shit. I'm not the first person they've done this to. You definitely aren't the first person they've done this to. That's just how they've always been. It's been like that since like Aradara became the leader of their group. So I have just no higher standard for them than just to like lie and be vindictive.
Yeah.
And I tried relaying it to this kid, but he kept swearing he had all sorts of evidence and shit. And after a certain point, you know, he's not giving evidence. And by the way, I don't know if you know about this kid. Jester might have told you. But apparently he, like, swatted some fucking kid because some kid joked that he wasn't that good of a hacker or something. So he got him swatted and apparently got his dad in prison or some crazy shit.
What the fuck?
And it makes yeah, ask Jester more about that. He'll know more about it because I don't really know that much about the situation. But Tryharder said that was basically the situation, but like it was just dumb or really complicated or something along those lines. And it gets weirder because you got to keep in mind the only reason I didn't try and expose you sooner was because when I asked, and this is something that came up like 3 years ago. I asked Abraham, "Hey, why don't we just like collaboratively put this out there into the public domain?" If you guys have so much evidence of Seth being a pedophile. This is something I've been asking about for years.
Crazy says
And
this
again,
shit sounds crazy.
Suddenly he doesn't want to work with me
doesn't
because
it, though?
apparently I'm a bad person and I do too much fucked up shit. But now
This
he's
is
hanging
wild.
around some kid who swats people and stuff. That seems really bizarre to me. Suddenly they have screenshots and shit. Seems super bizarre to me. So I basically said, look, if any of this shit you guys can provide is confirmable beyond just random screenshots, like, i.e., since he's apparently like a fucking god tier hacker, if he can get into your account or something and then just showcase you fucking talking to a kid or something, which I mean, like, you know, if you can get into people's accounts so easily, why not just do something like that, right? Like, if he can get into your account, why doesn't he literally just do that?
Yeah.
Why can't he show you talking to a kid or something? Like,
Some
on
crazy
video,
shit.
like, stream or... Yeah. Like, that's what I'm wondering.
So,
Because we have to rely on blurry ass old pixelated screenshots of like shit,
and then
it's just silly. So I just want no real part of it.
And then they're like, hey, Seth, can you get Seth in this group chat with me, Fax, and Tryharder?
No, don't do it.
And then
Don't do it.
And then they were like, we have some proof he's a pedophile, and I'm like, okay, so it's just gonna be the bullshit or whatever. I can refute it or something. But then, like, I was like, but isn't, like, Tryharder, like, the uber nuker hacker kid? Like, he's definitely gonna hack my shit if I join this group chat. You know what I mean? So, like, I was like, no, I'm not joining. So now I kind of have to deal with, like, the repercussions, which is, like, they're gonna expose it to Rakuzan, which they just got, like, a 150-man call. And they were, like, ranting about all this evidence they have. Apparently Jade's in on it now, too. Even though, like, and apparently Ice is saying that Jade wanted, like, clout or something recently, so that's why he's doing it. I don't know, but Jade's back on it, so...
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Jade. I will say he's always been kind of on the fence about it. Same with me. But those screenshots do look really bad. My thing is just, where the fuck were those screenshots literally, like, 6 months ago when I asked for them?
That's what I mean. Like, where, like, you asked for these, and now they just come up, like, 6 months. And here's the other thing that's weird, too. So they've been on this, like, Seth's a pedophile thing for 4 years.
Tonight's YouTube
I've
drama,
never
brought to you
heard
by
this
Diet
argument
Pepsi,
a
ladies
single
and
time.
gentlemen.
Where did they even get the screenshots from?
This only came with this last year.
Like, where did they
Apparently Abraham and Satire.
Right, but it's like, where do you even get these? Because my account's deleted, so you can't, like, go on my shit and find, oh, wait, he did say this. You can't do that. Like, it's not available. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, no, there is a way. Like, if they know what the deleted username is, which they could find through group chats and shit, they could click on it and then just associate it with you by basically implicating that you were in group chats as Seth and then just showing screenshots of that. But, like, even then, they weren't showing shit like that. They were showing, like, screenshots of what seemed to be a normal profile of, like, you talking to Satire. One of them was of the nudes one, which we've talked about before. But other ones were apparently of you, like, talking to Satire about going to Australia and shit and saying the only reason you don't do it is basically because you're, like, lazy or something. Which, again, this is what I was asking for literally 6 months ago, so where the fuck was that? And just some other shit, like, apparently... This one was just really bizarre. I thought it was, like, just dog shit evidence, but one of them was of, like, you talking to some fucking guy LARPing as a girl who then proceeded to be like, oh, hey, what's up, Seth? Yo, hey, what's up, random person? Oh, by the way, random person, how old are you? Oh, I'm 16. And then he said that you took a super special interest to his age based on, I'm not sure.
What the... What is,
this is
like,
weird.
what
Like,
is
it's obviously
this
just
shit,
a weird
man?
slander campaign.
Like, what is that shit? I don't.
But I
give a
did
shit.
say that I would like make a video, but the video isn't gonna be of like me being like, "Oh, Seth's a fucking definitive pedophile" or anything. I was gonna say, which I think is true, and then honestly, I'll say this: it's what I was telling Nolak earlier. I think the best thing for you to do in this situation is to kind of like agree to certain shit. Just talk about what you did in response, how you made like stupid ass jokes or some shit. Just say that like you don't do that shit anymore. You didn't really know like the ramifications of that or whatever, and just kind of move on. But the other shit, like I can vouch for you that they just fucking lied about it, like one way or the other.
Right.
Bare minimum, they said they had it, then lied, and then said they never said they had it.
I mean, like,
Which,
if you want me
yeah.
on the video, I can get on the video. So I mean,
We can do some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
We can ask Aeroflame as well. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be like a part of the situation too deeply because I don't want them like trying to mess with me or whatever.
But it's kind of like
yeah.
you're like the ultimate like vouch because everyone, like all of them are like.
Well, because I'm the one who popularized it. Yeah.
Right. So you're like the ultimate one behind it. So it's just like, okay, well now we have this guy like vouching that they lied to him when everyone wants your testimony, right? And like, why did you decide to defend Seth after initially making it? And then now, why are you like just on the fence, even though Satire came out with this new stuff? And like, people just want to know that, right? Like, I can come out and say like, prove that screenshot's real, prove it, and like, people will still be like, oh, I'm kind of suspicious. But like, if you were to say like, well, I asked for these and they didn't have them, then like, it's just way more definitive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it wasn't even just me. Like I said, it was me, it was Mikey. We actually asked Bucky about it way back when a couple of times, and Satire basically refused. The only screenshot that we ever originally saw over the past couple of years until literally like, I think that one conversation I had with Abraham, and then these recent ones, I think we saw just the one of you asking her for nudes, and Nolik pointed this out. If you read the actual conversation, she was obviously deleting messages, which just like kind of just brings to the light that she's just like fucking lying and like intentionally trying to miscontextualize shit.
Right. And it's very easy for her just to delete shit as well, because like I don't even have the account.
Yeah.
Especially, dude, I didn't even have the account.
Yeah, it's not like you can really do shit.
So, I don't know.
So, you heard it yourself. She is very dishonest, creates a lot of lies and weird stories. This is also true with the whole three-way situation where she was saying me and whoever else were going to have a three-way with minors. This is just completely not true. I'm going to have someone else vouch for me right now. They're actually older than me, and she completely just pulled that story out of her ass to make me look worse than I am.
Alrighty, so regarding the whole threesome thing, that didn't have to do anything with Satire at all.
They're older
that
than
was
him,
a
bro.
different person. It was like this moderator,
shit.
basically. It was like on Kick. It was like 2017, 2018, I think. And basically, this dude offered to have us fuck his girlfriend, right? And they were older than us at the time, so yeah, nothing came out of that. But I just wanted to bring context to that because none of that thing ever happened with Satire. So yeah.
But on top of this, Abraham, hang out with a person named Tryharder, and Tryharder is a known swatter. He actually gets paid to put swats on people. Will link to their PayPals, rob them. He's a crypto thief, and he does all this, and we have it all on recording. I can play it here.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hello? Hello? I can't deal with this anymore. My dad just shot my little sister. There's...
Nigga, did they actually just...
What the fuck? What the...
Huh. Hello? Hello? My dad just shot my little sister. There's...
What's the address of your emergency? For verification.
8...
Sturden? Are you saying Sturden or Sturgeon?
Circle.
Fucking what?
S...
You're doing a great job. What's the phone number that you're calling from in case we get disconnected? It's not coming up. What is the numerical?
Legendary boy. Yeah, let's believe the people that work with swatters lie. Dude, this shit is wild.
Aid. Okay, please listen to me, please. Florida.
You hear the Seth victim laughing in the background. You do, bro.
It's 321.
Okay, 321. Go ahead.
321.
Okay, you're doing a great job. Okay, Jeffrey, tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, thank you so much. My dad came back home. He was probably drugged. I don't know. There's drugs all over the place. It smells so badly. There's drugs all over the place. And he came back. He had a shotgun and he straight up straight up shot my little sister. My little sister Jennifer.
All right, stay on the phone with me. I'm going to get you some help.
Like I said, it's
when did this happen?
about I couldn't speak to you guys. I had multiple issues with like it happened around 3 to 2 hours ago. And I can't. I'm hidden. He's yelling.
Okay, is your dad in the area?
He's not. I'm safe. Trust me, I am safe.
Jeffrey, is your dad in the area? Is your dad there?
Yes, he is.
Okay, how many people are injured?
Probably just my sister.
How many suspects are involved?
I only saw my dad. Just my dad.
Okay, where is he now?
He's still at home. He's still home. I can hear him yell.
Okay.
30.
I'm gonna need medical for that. I need to get your dad's description. Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
White.
How old is he?
43.
What's his name? Okay, you're doing a good job. I want you to stay on this phone with me, Jeffrey, all right?
Yes. Like I said,
How did he arrive?
he came with his Jeep home.
Okay, I need to get that vehicle description. What color is the Jeep?
Black.
Is it a 2-door or 4-door Jeep?
4-door.
It's 4-door? All right, you're doing a good job, Jeffrey.
I can't.
Need to get the weapon
He's yelling. I can't. It was a shotgun. It was a shotgun. It was a shotgun. It was a shotgun.
What? They have current address.
They got this dude arrested.
Lives in an apartment. I don't know.
No, that's not it. No. It's
Yeah.
not the one that's 51 years old.
Yeah, no shit. Wait, no, that's the one that attached to. It is him. Look.
I know. That's the thing.
Wait, hold on. What is the last 4 digits of the phone number you think you have?
No, that's not it. No.
But he has a Yahoo account too.
Are you using that stem?
No, it's fucking just random ass shit.
What do you?
I don't. I wonder if this is his address then.
I think I might be running him for 5 fucking gens here. Are you using that stem?
No, it's fucking just random ass shit.
What do you?
I don't. It's that. I'm telling you, like it's blurred out. I wonder if this is his address then.
I think I might be running him for 5 fucking gens here.
Wait. High school yearbook, high quality. Oh
Hey,
hell,
yo.
I gotta see this.
You know how I talked about when you make big claims, you need to bring the
can-
receipts? This is bringing the fucking receipts. This is what I'm talking about.
GG, he finally got me.
Fucking evidence.
That was a legit 5 joke.
That's him, dude. What the fuck?
Huh?
That's definitely him.
Show me.
You got like kid photos?
Holy shit!
Oh no.
That's definitely him, dude.
That looks like him.
That's definitely him.
Give me.
Is anyone else going for tryharder with
This
me?
is
Give me his class.
This is the class of 2012. Well, I don't know if it's the class of 2012, but the yearbook is 2012. Fuck. Let me see if I can figure out what class this is on. This is freshman. This is freshman. It's freshman.
And they're all fully aware of this, and they all use this to try to threaten me and to get into my details and to stop me from replying. And it's one of the reasons I was actually very scared to reply in this situation.
Pat God, I sent you a Twitter DM. Please add Tryharder. Tryharder says he knows the truth.
Here's the ringleader of the fucking clown show.
Yeah, Tryharder is a dox. Only is that kid not? That's just a kid too, anyway, right? And he was crying in court. So the way to approach this situation is
kick them out. Kick them out.
Whether this is, Clyde's fault or not, Tryharder was on his stream talking about me, and he was also on Keemstar's stream, and then Abraham and them are trying to bring more people, more swatters, more people trying to commit identity fraud with my things, and it's like, okay, if I reply, am I in danger?
Yeah, shit.
And that's a huge reason that I was very intimidated to reply in this situation, and I would really like your guys' support here, and I'm going to show all of the proof. All of this is just completely objective information. It's not even like an interpretation. I will show all of it. Them trying to get my social security number, them trying to get yearbooks, them trying to get a swatter on someone else and, doing like fake tears to get the police on them, trying to get people killed. These people are not good news, and they are not the arbiters of truth. And so when people start believing them, and especially over what the actual truth of the matter is, it's very disingenuous, and it comes off as kind of borderline evil. Lastly, people are saying I was sexually harassing a minor because back in the day, there used to be a big Discord group called Emperor's Palace where Satire went to after, my server was over. And this server is just full of people that hate me and hate each other, and they just hate life in general. And everyone in there talks like they're in a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lobby, and everyone has like an anime profile picture, and they're just saying empty insults at each other. So, yes, I said you have pepperoni nips or whatever. Even then, it's like, I don't think I'm sexually harassing her, right? It's like, think about it this way. If you're talking to some dude or some, like, high schooler in, like, a Call of Duty lobby, and you're like, you have a micro cock, you dork, are you going to say I was sexually harassing him? It just seems really disingenuous and kind of evil because people actually do experience like serious.
This is what I was saying yesterday.
They actually get sexually assaulted
do. It's
by
fucking
parents
immaturity.
or bullies or whoever. And then so just saying like these like empty
it's not
insults
as bad as these
are
people are
sexual
making it out to
harassment
be.
is extremely loaded and disingenuous. So because I actually don't agree at all with people saying that this is sexual harassment just to like blatantly just like randomly talk shit with no real meaning or context. Clearly, I wasn't actually looking at a picture of her or saw her in person. It was an empty insult. She is 3 years younger than me and a grown woman at that point in time. It's just absolutely bullshit, right? I don't agree with that terminology at all, and I don't think anyone should. It's disrespectful to actual people who are sexually harassed, and I want to move on.
There you go.
I also have a lot of evidence that when I talked to minors in the past, that I would always try to keep it public. Many, many years ago, even around this time, which further shows that my intentions with these types of people were never malicious or as bad as they're trying to paint it out to be. I did not take the Keemstar stream very seriously, and neither did Clyde. Clyde realized that Keemstar was just trying to take two friends that were having a hard time
Seth beat the allegations.
And pit them against each other for
he
entertainment.
Is so far.
I'm pretty sure the dude is actually a type of sociopath. Keemstar has actually been known to make false accusations on people in very similar situations, which is why I was very uncomfortable being on the stream and why I kind of just took the piss and just kind of like played it up for entertainment and really didn't take anything seriously. If you want to find out more about his history with that, you can see him ruining a man's life named RS Glory and Gold by falsely accusing him of being a pedophile and just straight up ruining his life and watching him cry on stream and all kinds of things. And Clyde and I both really did not feel comfortable there. I'm actually surprised people like Swag even showed up on that dude's stream because he's literally a monster that still has a platform. Like, he is so unaware when it comes to mental health and disorders. You can see him making fun of people that are on antidepressants and really not understanding the gravity of mental health because he doesn't have empathy for other people. He doesn't know how to feel it. I actually believe he is a type of sociopath.
You've lived by sin your entire fucking existence, and then you surprised when the Antichrist comes knocking? What do you think was going to happen? Why are you surprised that I'm here? You knew this was coming.
Well, some of those people are saying that they were reaching out to you, trying to help you because they thought you were in danger today, and then they got blocked.
Yeah, because I'm tired of weakness.
Okay.
All I need now are strong. I need defiers of fate. I need strong human beings that can get with the program, that aren't going to sit there twiddling their thumbs around. Keemstar, there are no coincidences in life. Think about that statement. There are no coincidences in my world.
Because
everything happens for a reason.
Because it's all planned. It's all been pre-designed.
Everything.
Hold on. Can we pause for a second and let me just say this? Keemstar is a disingenuous piece of shit. All right. This dude, he knows how to play the game. All right. He's very smart. He knows how to play the game. He knows how to put on a front. He knows how to manipulate a situation to create a narrative, a storyline that he knows is going to get more views, more clicks. All right. He's a very disingenuous piece of shit. All right. That's what he is. Okay. I said this in the video yesterday. I will say it right fucking now. Keemstar is the Jerry fucking Springer of YouTube. That's what he is. All right. It's trashy. You know what it is? It's garbage entertainment for trailer trash, redneck, inbred hillbillies who sit at home drawing their welfare checks and masturbating to themselves as they watch Jerry Springer right before they watch the Spanish soap operas. All right. That's what the fuck this shit is. All right. That's what the fuck this shit is. It's the online version of Jerry fucking Springer. It's the lowest common denominator of fucking entertainment. That's what it is. Keemstar is a fucking piece of shit. He will destroy people. First of all, this guy is not a fucking expert on anything. Second of all, if you look at some of the shit he did in his past, and then he wants to go out and accuse other people without any fucking evidence and say, oh, well, it's obvious you're a fucking pedophile. It's like, no, it's fucking not, dude. And if you're going to say that, you better bring the fucking receipts. I am so tired of this disingenuous bullshit from people like this. And people like this, they get all these views. They get all these clicks. It's fucking, hold on. Legendary Boy says, speak, Chief. I am going to fucking speak. I mean, this is, that whole Keemstar stream pissed me the fuck off. I cannot stand this son of a bitch. All right. Rant's over.
Shouldn't.
It's all predestined, Keemstar.
But the
everything you've done up until this point.
But the scariest thing about thinking that the world is a simulation and it's predestined and all that is then there's no reason to live. Why not?
Why do you fear death?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's scary because if you really think about it, then why live? Just jump off a cliff. If it's just a simulation, who cares?
Fuck Keemstar. Fuck this guy. I didn't even know that this interview with Etika existed. See, this is what I'm talking about. The fucking Jerry Springer of YouTube. And then he acts like he's some kind of authoritative voice. Like in that whole debate between Swag and Six and Clyde and Noodles and Seth. And here he is acting like judge, jury, and executioner. Fuck this guy.
I'm not joking, and many other people will agree, and this is why he's not very liked, and I don't like that he's seen as this, like, grand judge of internet beef. He determines who's like evil and good. Dude, he shouldn't even have a
exactly what I
platform.
just
He shouldn't even
fucking
be here.
said.
He's sitting here with a girlfriend younger than my alleged victim while he's over twice my age. You can just tell he doesn't have any personal integrity, and he's the type of the dude that's like, legality is right. Like, you know, and I don't want to go too far into that, but he is just not a good person, and I don't really care what he has to say about me. And I honestly think you guys should not care either. He shouldn't even have a platform. Yeah, notice that he always says, I was just a 26-year-old child whenever someone brings up something the N-word. Keem, your girlfriend, you met her when she was like, what, 20? 19? She's like, what, 20? Is she a child? Do you think you're dating a child? That's what I mean, right? Like, there's just clearly no personal integrity. And back during a lot of these screenshots and things he's judging, I was like 19 or 20 as well.
Call him out.
You know, where's the consistency? Like, you know, the bias and just the clear drama, you know, drama gremlin, like, activity is just so apparent. He's just not honest, and I really just don't want to associate anymore with that situation. As for Clyde and Omar, sectioning away from that, you know, there's a lot of things said in those videos. I was an asshole in the past. I understand that. And one thing I wanted to touch up on more specifically, as Clyde and Omar, you have heard my original video that I made. I don't really need to say much more. I don't need to like make this a video message to you guys too much, but I will work with you guys if you want to refund the Naruto vs. Ichigo Patreon. I think I have a good estimate of how much it made, but I will have to talk to Omar in private to kind of sort those details out. If you are interested, I can do that. And if you're interested in me doing any animation direction, as I said in the previous recording, I do have a lot of ideas for that. I can also provide animation direction and some art correction as needed and some ideas, and still refrain from being in the full project release, which could be on Omar's unique channel or on Clyde's channel or wherever it goes. The other person who was on the stream was Pat God. I will just say this straight up. I feel very uncomfortable with him being there because he's literally just a random guy from Discord who just insults people. Like, that's his whole thing. His name is Pack God. Like, packing is just mindlessly insulting people, which makes it very ironic that he doesn't understand when I'm also just insulting people. Allegedly, and I heard this before I actually got on there and before I got on it again, he apparently roasted a person named Sneeko or packed him one time, and then they kept in contact before, and then they talked before. And Sneeko is in support of a movie called Cuties, and I'll just let someone else say it.
Care what his opinion is of me because it's coming from a man who likes cuties. So why the fuck would it matter if he thinks I'm a bitch or anything like that? It legitimately couldn't mean less coming from a guy who openly defends a softcore child porn production.
Okay, if I ever wanted to get canceled, this is the video.
And so I was kind of uncomfortable being on the stream and being invited to it again. Once again, it's a guy named Pat God. He might be close to a guy named Sneeko. And it was just like, I really don't want to be associated with this any longer. One last thing I want to get into before I get more into like my career stuff and segue more into like mental health and stuff like that. One last thing that needs to be addressed from the Keemstar stream is, you know, Swag Kage versus me. Where he kind of came on, you know, he was like, Seth, you liar, you rat, you told me this, and Six was telling me you said that, and, you know, etc. And I was like, Swag, you know, this video right here, I literally say it, you know, years ago, you were a part of this.
I just said I was going to drink water. You know how fucking bad this is? The reason you didn't try to defend this shit to me before is because you know how crazy it sounds. Instead, you just said that the person in the screenshots wasn't you. And the reason I'm trying to add people into call is because you want to maintain this he said, she said fucking narrative instead of having Six, someone who you have co-hosted videos with for like, what, 2 fucking years now, who people take seriously, and Troy, somebody who Six also takes seriously, who Six and I can both vouch for, who we know come in here and say that you were telling people that that wasn't you in those
go to 1 minute and 20
that
seconds.
you have been. Yeah, sure.
So when the doc originally came out, the 50 or so pages with the pedophile evidence or whatever, and Seth telling me, you know, it's all a troll. Some of these screenshots aren't me. Some of them are doctored. Regardless of if they are doctored or not, I believed him.
And I will show some screenshots now that Swag was indeed, you know, in these calls and aware of this. And even on his own stream, he admitted it, right? He's like, well, I was only there for a few minutes. Well, maybe I was there the whole time. I don't remember, you know, and stuff like that. You can just tell he's starting to flip-flop. He's very nervous of being attached to the situation. Swag, I'm just going to say this. No one's coming for you, man. I'm the only one that's going to get in trouble here. All right. I just wanted you to take accountability and admit that I wasn't lying, and if at best it was just a miscommunication between us, okay? No one needs to be called a rat, liar, sociopath, light Yagami. No one needs to have like this middle school breakdown over a miscommunication like that, okay? It's really weird. And, you know, Six himself on a stream directly contradicts what you're trying to tell me he said. He literally himself says Seth said some were him and some were doctored. Because that's how it's always been. And that's what I said 2 years ago. That's what Six said. and we know that you were there, and so you can make up these stories that you were there for a certain amount of time or whatever. But stop trying to attack me over it, all right? You don't throw me under the bus to make yourself look better. It's really immature. And this whole narrative that I told you back in the day that all these screenshots weren't me just isn't true. I've been very consistent for years. Okay, I've been consistent since day one about this because that's the truth. That's literally why Trini turned on them in this situation, because some of these screenshots were real and not real. 6 literally contradicts what you're saying. No, I never told you that. You might just be forgetting. I want to assume you're forgetting. But don't throw me under the bus over that, because it's just not true, and no one, and it's just objectively not true, and there's too much evidence to the contrary. Like, all right, and I'm just gonna say this as a warning here: a lot of these clips and a lot of these things are recorded at different times, so I'm sorry for the audio quality. My mind's a mess. The world's a mess right now. I'm just gonna straight up say the audio quality will be different. It's a different day. A lot of these clips are made like right after I got out of the psych ward, and I do sound a lot different in those. My emotions are completely different. My new medication is hitting me a lot different. So please forgive me for sounding a little bit different in this next section. And I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. The last thing I want to talk about, were things I just found untrue and maybe misworded by many people that I don't really agree with, that I felt need to be addressed before moving on. Some of these are minor and not that important, so no drama or anything, but a lot of people that aren't familiar with our community took these way out of proportion and didn't really understand what Clyde or I was saying when he said these in his videos. So no fault of Clyde, just mainly the outside community's misinterpreting. The first one is the whole "I have never debated anyone good before" thing, which this is like a really dorky thing to mention or care about, but it is sort of important for my image. And this is just not true. Everyone in the community knows I used to debate literally everyone, everywhere, at any opportunity. I have debated pretty much everyone of note in this community, and probably numerous times, with many of the top minds and debaters of this community earning their reputation or getting good from my literal debate boot camps I would make. And I would try to make the community better at it, because I always thought the community was really stupid, and I always thought it was kind of weird that everyone used to like pick on this community for being dumb. So I was like, I wanted to help people start to, stick up for themselves. The only person with a lot of clout from the community I haven't debated before is probably Kruos or Ista, or at least people that have had clout since I retired from doing all of that like 2 years ago. And I'm not aware of any new people, nor do I really pay attention to it. Clyde was more so saying I don't debate people outside of the community with a lot of clout, which is fair. But I also just don't have a lot of interest or motivation to do so. I don't want to learn a lot about or debate politics or philosophy at the top of the game. It just doesn't interest me that much. And while philosophy does a bit, all of it really became kind of played out about 6 years ago, and I'll just be straight up honest. It is just 100% more fun to argue if SpongeBob could beat up Goku or something than to argue if taxing the middle class 25% is moral or something. That's just my honest opinion. And as for King of Lightning and that whole debate, I did have some prep for that, but it was very minor and was kind of blown out of proportion. The only help I got against King of Lightning was just the Roche limit argument, which is kind of infamous. People are kind of memeing on me for it, which is just that the moon has to be in stasis a certain distance from Earth due to its gravity or it would implode. I needed this because I couldn't find a Toriyama interview scan, which he directly says the moon is exactly the same distance from Earth in real life as it is in Dragon Ball, which I actually did find later and is actually in my How Strong is Goku video now. So I didn't actually need this argument to even win the debate anyway, as King of Lightning kind of agreed with the real world being like Dragon Ball anyway, unless specified, which was actually in the debate. So I am sorry to King of Lightning if he felt this was dishonest, but it really isn't that big of a deal, and the results would have been exactly the same anyway. That's just the honest truth. The second one is I don't write my own videos, which I write 99% of all my videos. I'm an expert in Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, Death Note, Kingdom Hearts, God of War, Elden Ring, and Hunter x Hunter, mainly. Those are my main niches. So those videos are pretty much all me, with the exception of my latest God of War Elden Ring video where I didn't play Ragnarok, so I needed someone to vouch for me what happened.
Hey, yo, we mentioned Kingdom Hearts, so I'm going to do a little plug right now. If y'all into Kingdom Hearts, check out my gaming channel. That's linked down in the description box below. Currently, I'm doing a Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix series. Go check that out. Also, once again, if you care to donate, Cash App, Venmo, information's on screen. All right. And of course, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right. So let's get back to the video.
And Ragnarok, etc. People are just confused due to Clyde's video because it said, and are saying that I'm an industry plant and I don't make my own stuff, which just isn't true. And this is not Clyde's fault either. People are just genuinely kind of stupid and took what he said out of context. No offense, but like that's not at all what he was trying to say. Clyde was saying that a lot of my videos outside of my niches have other people help with them, which is true, but I still have a large part in writing them and credit everyone every time. The only times I haven't credited someone for helping with the video is like Batman vs. Kira and the Fate power scaling video. Batman vs. Kira was a half-and-half project made by me and Webcam Parrot, and I genuinely forgot to credit him for his help with Batman feats. I was cool with him for a very long time even after this, and I told him the same thing. But I still did pretty much everything else with the story and Death Note stuff and how they'd interact being done by me. Parrot more so just provided feats he admitted he got off of a respect thread online, which was written by someone else, which you could actually probably find yourselves if you just Googled Batman respect thread or Batman detective feats respect thread or something like that. You probably find pretty much everything in that Batman vs. Kira video in a respect thread. Not for Kira, but for Batman. The Fate one, I didn't credit the writer because they are actually YouTubers as well as two people, and they wanted to just work with me, and they liked me a lot, but they knew what was being said was probably controversial, and even though it was their opinion, they didn't want to get hate for it. They just found it fun to work with me and liked me, as I said before. Otherwise, every time someone helps, I usually do mention them by name in the video or the description. And if I forgot anybody, I'm not trying to hide it, I just genuinely forgot. And a lot of these videos were edited by Clyde a year or two ago, but all of my new content is not made with any of these people and was an entirely new team I made by myself, with Crisis Edits being the main editor. He did an amazing job and is an insanely good dude and very smart, by the way. Even if you hate me, even after this video, please check out his stuff. He did nothing wrong and was never involved in or knew about any drama or anything really about me. He doesn't even want to work with me anymore at this point, so do give him his accolades if you hate me or even like me for that matter. He deserves a lot more clout. Otherwise, when it comes to videos like How Strong is Goku, which I wrote hundreds of pages of notes for and researched for years to make that video, however, I will say I never give enough credit to my editors and what they had to do as well, and Clyde was very helpful with the editing of the Buu Saga portion of that video. Otherwise, I do all my own stuff in terms of writing. This should be obvious as I do live collabs with other YouTubers, and they clearly respected my opinion a lot. And it wouldn't make sense for that to be the case if I was just like an industry plant and didn't know what I was talking about, right? They would probably have just exposed me for that a long time ago. The last thing I want to really mention is just more so, this is sort of like a new development, and this was Swag Kage and trying to say that I was trying to use suicide as a manipulation tactic to get people to like vouch for me and do stuff. This was like a weird conclusion he came to. There was like no evidence I was trying to manipulate him at all. I just want to say this to you.
Before he goes into this, I want you guys to look at what he's got up on screen right now, okay? This is some true ass shit, all right? I think it was in Geekdom 101's video where he talked about this whole situation. So, when you have a creative mind, all right, and a lot of YouTubers do, some of them being way more creative than I am. A lot of creative people, and you can go back and look at history, all right? You can go back and look at history, and you can see this. A lot of people, like musicians, writers, directors, actors, a lot of creative people, authors, they've had a lot of mental issues, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's been any studies on this officially, academically, but it seems like creativity and mental illness have some kind of relationship. And I'm not saying that you have to be mentally ill to be creative. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it seems like people that are creative, I don't know if they're more prone to it or what it is, or maybe it's just how their mind works differently. Cause when you're a creator, when you're, you know, artistic, your mind works differently than people that are not. And maybe because of that, they're just more sensitive to mental illness. Maybe they're just more tuned into their emotions, and you know, because of that, their emotions are more can flare up more, can be impacted more, and they develop mental illnesses because of it. I don't know, but this is some true ass shit. This is why a lot of famous people, they have mental breakdowns. This is what you see with a lot of YouTubers. This is what you see with a lot of authors, a lot of writers. This happens to a lot of people that are very creative. All right. Listen, I've had my own issues. All right. And I'm not a big YouTuber. All right. I'm not a big, I hope to be. I hope to turn this into a job eventually. That's what I want this to be. But I've had issues, you know, like I've done live streams before talking about the situation with my grandmother and my dad, and having to take care of my grandmother and stuff, and trying to do YouTube while doing all that, and it's fucking stressful. And I mean, and here I am, you know, like you know, I don't want to go too much into detail about everything going on with me, but you know, like I've been having a lot of financial issues lately. And it's just been hard to kind of bounce back, you know. Again, going into the stuff with my grandmother, I was a caretaker for my grandmother for 3 years. Trying to come back to YouTube, it's not been easy. It's not been easy to do anything in life, because you're just, I don't know, like you just live a certain way for so long that it's wild. But I get what he's saying about this. There's a lot of mental illness that goes on with creative people, including YouTubers. And a lot of times people are putting on a face. They're putting on an act. They're putting on a personality that does not reflect who they are in real life. And, you know, part of that is to cover up some of the psychological issues. But people, I don't know, man, like people don't seem to get that. Like if you think your favorite YouTubers are acting like they do in real life, you don't really know these people until you're part of their personal life. And yeah, man, it's just stressful. It's stressful. So I absolutely get what he's saying here, but Crazy0420 said, damn, this shit has been crazy. I just finished the video and holy shit. Yes, so far, this shit has been insane. We are at 45 minutes, 45 seconds into the video. We got about 10 minutes left. This shit. Whew. And the thing is, Seth is bringing the receipts. His accusers didn't bring the receipts. Seth is bringing receipts. He's bringing evidence. And I mean, he is beating the fucking allegations. It's pretty wild. Let's get back to the video.
You swag, you said you contacted the police 4 times up until February 8th. I was actually...
Yeah, he definitely
I don't even want to mention this in the video, but I feel like I'm kind of forced to because you made your stream. I was not actually threatening suicide. I actually already tried to do it. Like on February 9th through 12th, I was in a psych ward. And they were keeping me in there for my own good. While I was in there, they I'll just get the paper right here. This is exactly what they said. And I'll show a little bit on the screen. I don't want to dox myself. If there's any influence.
Length of stay expected. Actual admission day. Okay. 3 days. 2/9/23. Reason for admission: adjustment disorder with depressed mood. Moderate episode of recurrent major depressive disorder. What? Suicide. Wow. What did this one say? To whom it may concern, Seth's real name was admitted to my care at whatever hospital 2/9/23 and discharged on 2/12/23 during this time. Unable to meet personal or employment obligations. I want to check something real quick, guys. I need to check something real quick. We'll get back to the video in a second, but this is important. This is important. This is very important. I need to look up when I put out my video on Seth, my first video on Seth, what date it was. So let's see here. He went in February 9th. I put out that video February 4th. Yeah, see, this shit is why I put out the fucking video, because I didn't want him to try and kill himself. I didn't want him to try and kill himself. All those people, I mean, this is the fucking thing about it. Everybody got on me with that video. Not everybody. Some people understood where I was coming from, but a lot of fucking people got on me with that video, and they were trying to say, you know, oh, don't defend Seth, blah, blah, blah. First of all, I wasn't defending Seth, all right? That's number one. Number two, you know, if you're going to push Seth, if you're going to pound on Seth like this, and you're going to say, oh, his career is over, blah, 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 blah. Like, what do you want the guy to do? I know what you wanted the guy to do, all right? And he tried to do it. The end result of what these people were doing to Seth, the end result of everybody attacking Seth, they wanted him to commit suicide. I wasn't going to be a part of that. Because if he did something like that, if he did kill himself, I didn't want to go out there, go and pound and, you know, just go ape shit on this guy. When I thought to myself, wait a minute, yeah, like it sounds like he did some fucked up stuff, but this dude is not the monster everybody's making him out to be. I'm not going to go along with the mob mentality and lynch somebody when they don't deserve to be fucking lynched. And yet people wanted this guy to die. All right, that's what it was. If Seth had and apparently he tried to. Like y'all, some of y'all are pieces of dog shit, man. It's just like, well, this is what everybody's saying, so I'm going to go along with the crowd because I want to be popular. I'm not going to go against the grain because I'm a fucking coward. Like, fuck y'all, seriously. If this guy had succeeded in killing himself, there would have been people dancing on his grave. I wasn't going to be a part of that. And I'm glad that I took the reserved approach that I did to all this, because here Seth is bringing fucking evidence, fucking receipts to back up what he's saying. And now, yo, I am so proud of that fucking video. I got 155 dislikes on that video. I am proud of every single one of them. And there's 72 people that did like it. Those are some smart motherfuckers right there. I will gladly take the subscription of every single one of those 72 people. The other 155 can go fuck themselves. All right. So now I got that out of the way. We'll get back to the video.
I'll just get the paper right here. This is exactly what they said, and I'll show a little bit on the screen. I don't want to dox myself. If there's any influencers that want proof for any of this, I can show it, but a lot of it is like doxing. So they said that I have a moderate episode of recurrent major depressive disorder, which gives me like suicidal thoughts and tendencies. So, you know, when I did actually lose my life and my livelihood, yes, I actually did try to go through with it. And while I was in there, people were rooting for me. A lot of people I've never heard of before or heard from before in a long time were telling me to keep fighting and keep doing my thing. So that's why I came back to YouTube to try to. Sorry, it's kind of, this is kind of emotional for me. I genuinely was like, okay, I'll try to fight for everything. You know, I came from nothing and I tried to work my ass off to make everything I have, and people are trying to take everything I have away from me because I don't have anything. So it was hurtful. And I don't really agree with this whole narrative that, like, because I want my friends to vouch for me on certain things that they agree with, that I'm somehow like some like Eisen anime villain manipulator.
We got 13 people watching.
And yeah, I do know that
Hit that like button.
saying these things is hurtful to people, but that's not what I was trying to go for.
On Cash App or
Swag,
Venmo
you wanted to
if you
know what
can.
I wanted you to vouch for me for.
Thank
I
you,
just wanted
guys.
you
I
to vouch for
appreciate
me
the
that I
support,
write my
though.
own videos.
Seriously.
When you like went on stream and were like, Seth is a sociopath, a liar, an evil man, it was really.
Hey, Glorified Noble, listen. I don't care if the dude is weird, all right? Most people are fucking weird. That's the thing. Especially if you're a YouTuber, especially if you're a creative person. I just had a whole spiel about this, all right? Listen, everybody has been an asshole. Everybody has been fucking weird from time to time. What the fuck does that mean? Jesus Christ.
Jarring, and it was kind of scary, dude. Like, I
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
I was
We're
like,
all weird in our
what
own ways.
What in the fuck is happening, right? And you know, when I would be going through a lot of stuff, you know, you watch these guys' videos, and they're just sort of, they're like posting like mental breakdowns or like,
Hey, I agree. Shout out
like
to you,
weird
Xana.
like personal moments of mine, like publicly, to try to make me seem like a bad person because I have mental illness, or you know, like I have this crazy depression disorder that makes me like manic and suicidal and stuff, and they're trying to use it as like a weapon against me. It's really abnormal. And Swag, all I wanted from you was just like to say, just, hey Seth, I'm sorry for calling you a liar and a rat on Keemstar stream, because you know, like, you even admitted it. You admitted it on your live stream, right? You know, Seth has screenshots that I was there, and then you said,
Yeah, he needs
okay,
help.
well, I was only there for a little
and
bit, but
he
you know,
has
maybe
been
we didn't
seeking
know.
out help. He was
It
in
was
a
just a
psychiatric
misinterpretation
ward.
or like a
He's currently
miscommunication.
seeking help.
So I just wanted you to apologize for trying to make
exactly
me seem like
what
a
I
liar
wanted.
or a rat
That's
for that
exactly what
situation,
I
because I
wanted.
wasn't lying.
I want him to get
right?
help.
Like, I actually thought you were there. I had all the screenshots, and like, you never clarified to me. So if you want to say that you weren't there for the whole thing, there's no proof for that, but I'll take your word for it. You should still just apologize for what you said, and that's all I really wanted, was just for you to hold like some kind of accountability. But instead, you try to turn me into like some like Eisen anime supervillain. And you'll notice, like, with a lot of like the rhetoric being used, they try to like paint me as like the sociopath, like emotionless, like evil man.
This
but at the same
right
time,
here.
they try to say I'm like full of emotions, like
There
of
we go.
happiness,
This right
anger,
here.
and like sadness
As long
at the
as he
same
gets
time,
help,
and
people
that
should leave
I
him
help
alone.
people
He's
and all
trying.
kinds of shit. And then, you know, professionals also just don't agree that that's what's happening. Like, I have a bunch of papers from professionals I can show influencers and stuff. And I'm not trying to use it as like a get out of jail free card. It's just like reality, right? That's just how it actually is, right? Like, my livelihood that I've been working like 7 years on is being taken away. And I already had problems to begin with. Like, yeah, I feel awful. Like, how is this? How do you come to the conclusion that I'm like Eisen or something? And I will say this too, Clyde. I am sorry as well. I wasn't sure what to think.
Noble, but the thing is, Keemstar's live stream was a clown show. Keemstar had already made up his mind. He had already made up his mind about Seth. He wasn't going to let Seth defend himself. He wasn't going to let Seth he wasn't going to let Seth explain himself or try and, defend himself. He just wasn't going to do it. Like I said earlier, Keemstar is the fucking Jerry Springer of fucking YouTube. It's lowbrow, trailer trash, inbred, redneck bullshit. It's garbage. Like, that was a fucking shit show. This whole thing should have never been on Keem's stream. Fuck Keem. Seriously. Yeah, Legendary Boy, the Keem stream was on the spot, and he could not have said this on the spot exactly. And Keem wouldn't have let him. He wasn't letting Seth get hardly any words in. He was just screaming all the time, going, Seth, Seth, wait, Seth. Like, fuck Keem.
About you, a lot of people are telling me that what you're doing is only like half genuine. They were trying to say that like you had like ulterior motives and stuff. And you know, when you wouldn't talk to me or like vouch for me on certain things, I was like, is he actually just hate me? Is he actually just trying to destroy my life? And when I watched your stream or whatever, and you're like, Seth should have just shut his mouth, and you and Noodles like he should have just shut up, and this wouldn't have happened. I didn't know how to feel about that. But you know, I'll just be the bigger man, and I'm just gonna say like I'll trust you, right? Like I want to trust you, and even in that call, you know, where they recorded it, I did say I trusted you still. But you know, there's always the possibility that people are just really out to get you, and a lot of their reactions to certain things just don't really make a lot of sense. And that's just the honest truth, dude. Like that's just the honest truth. I don't know what else to say. But I want to, you know, work with everyone and just be apologetic, and I just want everyone just to get out of this okay, right? Like Swag thinks I'm trying to come for his neck and slander him or something, or
Noble, if people are accusing you of being a pedophile, what would you do? How would you react? I would be pissed. I would be trying to get out there as soon as possible and clear things up. I think that's what he was trying to do on Keem's stream. But yeah, like Clyde didn't even stay in the fucking stream. As soon as Seth came in, Clyde went out. Clyde should have stayed in the fucking stream. That whole thing was a fucking clown show.
get clips of him. Clyde thinks I'm trying to get him and slander him. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want anyone to hurt me. I think it's normal for people to want to, you know, repent and be apologetic while also caring about their own mental health or their livelihood. I don't think these things are mutually exclusive.
Okay, Noble,
and
what
I'm sorry
would you
if it
do?
came off that way, but I just thought, you know, we could all just genuinely be friends and just work through this. And
you know what? You know what? Seth is guilty of something. He's guilty for believing that shit show, that Jerry Springer online personality of a circus ringleader, Keemstar, would give him a fair shake. That's what he's guilty of. Leave the internet. No, you. Oh my God. Let me make something clear. An allegation, and if you're being accused of something, that doesn't mean you're fucking guilty. I can go out tomorrow and say somebody's a fucking pedophile. That doesn't mean that it's true. So what? He's just supposed to be like, oh, well, I got accused. I guess I'm just supposed to go away now. I am so sick of this cancel culture bullshit. I am so fucking sick of it. I am sick of the court of fucking opinion. The court of public opinion needs to die. All right. I'm so sick of this shit. People act like, well, if you get accused, you know, like people want to live in a fucking system where you're guilty until proven innocent. Fuck that. Fuck that. That is a sick, fucked up, tyrannical system. People are all into that shit until it happens to them. If somebody accused me of shit like that, we're about to go to war. All right. You want to crush me? I will crush you, motherfucker. You don't just, oh, well, I'm going to be all modest and I'm going to just keep my head down and I'm just going to go away to my little, like that. No, that's some beta male fucking bullshit. Exactly, Legendary Boy. I would fight with my life against them and debate and debunk them straight up. And here Seth is bringing the receipts. This is what I'm talking about. I am so fucking glad I made that video when I made it. I am so fucking proud of that fucking video. Hell yes.
all that. And since this is a bit of a time skip since my original recording, I have been seeing therapists, been going to intensive outpatient programs.
There you go.
And
That's
have been
what I
getting some
want.
medication. And while that will not cure everything instantly, it could take months or like even years sometimes.
There you
like
go.
certain
It's being
trauma
realistic.
responses take years. But you know, medication will help the major depression disorder, or recurrent depression disorder.
Noble, if that's the case, I'm sorry, but that's fucking pathetic. I think it's pretty much impossible trying to convince a bunch of people that hate you. Waste of time. I would just give up. That's fucking pathetic. I would never do that. If somebody tried to accuse me of that shit and put me down like that, you put me on the ground, guess what? I'm about to rise up and I'm about to punch you in your fucking chin. I'm about to uppercut the hell out of you. I'm about to beat the shit out of you. I will crush you. All right? You don't just take shit like that lying down. You fight. You fight and you fight hard. And at the end of the day, you make every single one of those accusers regret that they ever met you, that they ever spoke your name out of the shithole that's on their face. That's what you fucking do. Not, I would just give up. That's some beta male bullshit. I agree with that, crazy. There you go, legendary boy. That's my guy right there. You got to speak with your chest and you got to stand. That's right. You're always going to have haters. You're always going to have people against you. But you know, like I said in the video yesterday, I would rather have a small group of ride or die people behind me that are loyal, that are smart, that are intelligent, than the dumbass masses that are roaming the streets every day with their mouth wide open and drool coming out of their mouth, like the dumbasses that subscribe to Keemstar. All right? Straight up. It's quality over quantity, bitch. Back to the video.
And a lot of those thoughts. And a lot of people have been reaching out to me that I thought hated me in the past, that have been making me feel like a lot better about the situation. And a lot of people, especially from like the religious communities, you know, have been reaching out to me and saying that they're praying for my well-being, and I want to take my life more seriously.
The hate outweighs the love in Seth's case. So like I said, it's kind of impossible because they are. Okay, who cares? Like this is the fucking problem with especially American society. It's like all people give a damn about is popularity. I don't care. Listen, I don't care. Seth should not care. You can have, listen, I am fine with 300 million fucking dumbass, mediocre assholes hating me. If I've got 100 fucking intelligent, wise people behind me, that's all I fucking need. Because it's not the dumbass masses that matter in the long run. It's the handful of wise, intelligent motherfuckers out there. That's who changes the world. Not everybody's going to be a fucking Jeff Bezos or Steve Jobs, all right? Not everybody's going to change the fucking world. It's going to be a handful of people. If I can get in with those wise people, if I can get into the people that are actually smart and behind me, that's all I care about. Fuck the masses. I'm sick of this popularity bullshit. I don't need to be loved, all right? I just, like, it drives me crazy that there's so many people out there, all they care about is fucking popularity. It's disgusting. It's like, that shit should have been abandoned with fucking high school. It's like people took the high school mentality of, I want everybody to like me. I want to be popular. They take that high school mentality and they carry it over when they're fucking adults. Grow the fuck up. Holy shit. All right, we got some more comments. Did you already get past the point where Seth showed the diagnosis from the psych ward? Yeah, we saw that. We saw that. Shit's crazy, bro. My boy, in all honesty, the evidence is stacked against him. And you're claiming Keemstar didn't let him respond. He literally sat there and let them argue. And why would the victim? Because victims fucking lie for clout, for popularity. You see it with the fucking Me Too movement. There has been examples of people coming out and saying, oh, he did this, or oh, he did that. And it's not fucking true. People want the clout. They want the popularity. So they will lie their fucking asses off to get people behind them. All right. And I know what you're saying. That's a very cynical viewpoint. That's a very pessimistic viewpoint. No, motherfucker, it's called realistic because of human nature. I know how human nature works. Humans can be fucking dog shit. So this idea that why would the victim lie about this? To get clout. That's all a lot of these motherfuckers care about. The victim and accusers worked with the doxers and swatters who tried to dox Seth. Exactly. And Seth had the fucking receipts on this fucking video. Exactly. A lot of what it is is that people, they went along with the whole the bandwagon. And now that they're being proven wrong, it insults their pride. It hits their ego, and they don't want to fucking admit that they were wrong. What I'm saying isn't inherently wrong. You just have a different mindset when it comes to approaching things. I'm not pathetic. I'm not calling you as an individual pathetic. I'm calling the mindset pathetic. I'm calling this culture where everybody's just like, I want everybody to love me. I want to be so popular with everybody. That mindset, that's what I'm calling pathetic. And yes, most Americans, most people in the West have that fucking mindset. And that's why our culture is dying. That's why the West is in decline, because we got a bunch of high schoolers who never grew the fuck up. And now they're starting to run everything in the fucking government and the fucking private sector. And I'm about to get on my soapbox and preach. That's what I'm calling pathetic. I am tired of the court of public. I am tired of justice and the law being democratized. That's what I'm sick and tired of. We're not out to get a popularity contest won here. It's supposed to be about finding out the truth and about facts, and that's all that matters. And if the facts and the evidence show, when the truth comes out and you have facts and evidence, everybody should change their fucking opinion. If they don't, that's on them, and they're fucking stupid. They're fucking stupid for not looking at the facts and the evidence, because your opinion doesn't mean shit next to facts and evidence. And Seth is bringing facts and evidence, and that's all I give a damn about is the truth. Fuck your popularity. To be honest, it is bias. The victims themselves can be claiming this due to her previous trauma occurring, but it's the way everything was handled. Look, if she had previous trauma, I get that, but she doesn't get to blame every single man on the face of the earth. All right? You don't get to do that. All right? Go get help. Go get psychological help. But you don't get to put what somebody's did to you in the past onto other people. It's not rationally to email someone that's underage privately. He didn't fuck. Did you see the video? My dude. My fault. Text someone. Dude, she wasn't even underage. She wasn't even underage at the time. He just showed you the fucking proof. Holy shit. All right.
See from now on, and Swag and Clyde, I hope you take your lives more seriously from now on too. It's clear you don't want anything to do with me. I just wanted you to help me clear my name a little bit about things you guys agreed with. I wasn't trying to manipulate you or nothing. This is what I was telling people, hey, I just want them to agree with me on these things. And it's just basic things, right? Very agreeable, but if
bingo, bunch of sheep going along with the group. I can't stand sheep. My mindset isn't apparent here. I don't believe it's rational to just give up. I think in the moments where the hate outweighs love and understanding, the chances of you succeeding is low. Just me, though. No. See, this is what defines greatness and everything else. All right? You don't need the majority of people to fucking like you to succeed. That is a mindset, that is a cultural mindset that has been spread and has been ingrained in us because we have democratized everything. That's what democracy is. It's a fucking popularity contest. It's not the truth, it's opinion. It's just opinion on a mass scale. And it's not rational to give up. And let's finish the fucking video. I will get to the comments later. We got 3 more minutes.
If you don't want
left.
to,
Let me
that's
get to the video.
I'll move on. We'll all move on, and this will be the last I'll ever talk about it. Other than that, guys, thank you so much to those who supported me. You know, I never said I wasn't an asshole. I only said that I was trying to get better, which is true. Most of these allegations are years old, a lot of years old. Some of them even over half a decade old, right? Like, and the farther back you go, the worse they get, obviously. So yes, I have been trying to better myself as it was, but now I'm going to take it very, very seriously. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to do anything. So let's just stop this. All right, let's try to get help for everyone and move on for the future. In the future, I will continue to keep uploading. I'm actually going to try editing and like making a whole video by myself just so that I can try to put myself into the shoes of my editors for once. I wanted to make like Naruto versus Ichigo versus Luffy versus Goku from the earlier part of their series. It'll be a huge video. I'm sure you guys will love it, and I'll put my heart and soul into it. And I do have many more videos coming. And I just hope that we all just can move on from this. Don't listen to these guys that are trying to commit identity fraud and do all this crazy activities. They are really not good people, and they genuinely hurt people, like, badly, right? There's accusations around me, but these guys are actually hurting other people, and then you guys are just siding with them, and I know it sounds like I'm trying to twist things, but trust me, like, that's literally just the reality, right? Like, we have factual evidence these people are hurting others and lying to the police. And then my story, like, these guys are just lying about me, and we've caught them lying about me numerous times. So why are we ending my career over this? It just doesn't really make sense to me in any way. I've been trying to get help for a long time. I've already been working on my channel for years. I've already been trying to, fix my attitude. I removed so many debunk videos and so many things of me attacking other people. Me attacking anyone is considered like a rare event. It's almost considered like more like a relapse than, consistent behavior. And now that I'm seeing therapists, psychiatrists, and I've been in intensive outpatient programs, I've already been getting better and trying to work on myself as much as possible. This is just a very scary situation for me and for many others involved. There's a lot of dangerous people in this situation that are trying to hurt both Clyde and I. And I feel like they need to be the focus of this situation, not Clyde and I. And I think Clyde and I, we really need to hammer out our problems with each other. Same with Omar and me. Get Naruto versus Ichigo on track. Look towards the future and try to get these malicious entities out of our community. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
All right. That's the fucking video. And I am very satisfied with that. I pretty much got everything that I wanted Seth to say in that. The fact that he is seeking help and has already been seeking help is so fucking crucial. I'm glad he's doing that. Really happy he's doing that. The fact that this man tried to kill himself and brought up the fucking proof. I am so proud of that fucking video I did. Because that's what I left that video off of. My message on that video, what was it? My message was very simply, Seth, I said, don't delete yourself, because you got to be careful what you say on YouTube. But I am so glad I made that fucking video when I did. I am so proud of that. All right. So I need to catch back up with the comments. Let's see here. No, but let me just respond to your comments like this. What you're saying is if everybody had your mentality, then opinion would matter more than truth. Opinion would matter more than facts. Here's what I believe. Everybody has the right to their opinion, but no one has the right to expect their opinion to be heard or to be respected. And people damn sure, and I don't care if it's every single person on this earth, every single person on this earth can share the same opinion on something. That doesn't make it the fucking truth. No one's opinion, even our opinions collectively, do not get to override the truth. They do not get to override facts. Facts, truth, and objectivity always matter and should always trump opinion at the end of the day. And if the facts and the evidence and the truth comes out and it shows something different than what the majority believes, then guess what? The fucking majority need to get in line with the truth. Because at the end of the day, the truth will set you free, baby. All right. Let's see, 6S. I think I missed one of your comments. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I don't think that Seth is a pedo, but he was an absolute piece of shit for a long time. And he didn't deny it. And I have never said otherwise in any of the videos or live streams I've made about this. I have maintained from that first video onwards, I have always maintained Seth did a lot of fucked up stuff. Seth is a piece of shit, but he's not a pedophile. Legendary Boy said a bunch of sheep going along with the groups. Yeah, and you know what? The lambs always end up going to the slaughter. So don't be a sheep. Don't be a lamb. That being said, he's been a lot more chill for like the past year and a half or so. Yeah, he's even said he's been trying to be a better person for a while now. Like a lot of this shit was like 2 or 3 years ago, if not longer. Xana says 2,000 years ago, when someone did something wrong, he or her would be exiled for 1 year and come back with the people who forget what the person did. Just welcome him or her. One of the problems is in today's society is that we have the fucking internet and no one ever fucking forgets. Listen, there's some stuff that we should not forgive and forget. Like if you murder somebody, if you straight up murder somebody, I'm not saying kill because you can accidentally kill somebody like in a car accident or something. But I'm saying if you murder somebody, that's a permanent fucking thing. A life for a life as far as I'm concerned. But with shit like this, we need to let go. All right. Seth is taking all the right steps that he needs to take right now. And I'm fucking proud of him for that. Sixes says that the fact he is actually seeking professional help is a big step in the right direction. Absolutely. That's a big thing I wanted from this. And that's what he came out with. And he showed the fucking receipts too. He is getting help, and I am very, very proud of him for that. Respect to Seth for this and hope he gets better. Amen. It would be good if today people forgive and forget. Again, if it's something like murder or like actual pedophile shit, like you molest a kid or something, no. But there's a lot of shit that people need to get the fuck over. Past should be in the past. We got to move forward. Same response I did with the last comment. There were some weird parts in that video that I didn't like, but overall a decent response. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Like nothing's going to be perfect, but that was satisfactory for me. Finesca says, I don't really believe they were pursuing him to specifically kill himself, but it's just his responses in the Keemstar video wasn't clear and interpreted away. Where he's dodging the question. But the Keemstar setup is not a serious fucking setup. It's not a serious setup. It's a clown show. When you have something like that, I don't take it seriously. I can't take it seriously. Especially when you got Keem's dumb ass on there overreacting like, Seth, be quiet, Seth. Like, oh my, I wanted to reach out and strangle this motherfucker. Like, seriously. And then Noodle's dumb ass on there just, ugh. You can't forget a digital footprint. It's forever blame the person who made the internet. Yeah, the internet has been good in a lot of ways, but it's been fucking terrible in other ways. It's been absolutely dog shit in so many other ways. Can't wait for a Seth and Swag reunion video in like 2 years. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, but I mean, it sounds like they're kind of done with each other, but you know, never say never. Great Keemstar impersonation. Hey, it's all you got to do is just yell into the microphone the same name over and over. Oh yeah, let's not forget another great highlight from that stream. Noodles, 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 noodles. Like, oh, holy shit, dude. By the way, guys, do like the video. Click that subscribe button. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my other social media down the description box below. And if you want to, if you feel like it, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can donate to me on Cash App and Venmo. I would very much appreciate it. It definitely goes a long way. Sixes says, I can't believe they didn't talk about how Noodles tried to extort Seth on the Keem live stream. Noodles was so fucking annoying in that live stream. I talked about it in my video or my live stream yesterday about this. I don't like Noodles. I didn't like Noodles before all this shit went down. I dislike Noodles even more after this shit. All right. Just being fucking honest. Noodles was fucking annoying. Like, Noodles is one of those people that all they care about is popularity. And like, you could tell that where they were like Noodles was on there. And Noodles, like, at one point started getting all emotional and stuff, emotional in quotes, where they were like, yes, I said the N-word a long time ago, but I'm not like that now. Like, I'm liberal and I support Black Lives Matter and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, that is fucking pathetic. Stop begging. God, you're so desperate for popularity. You're so desperate for people to love you. It's so fucking pathetic. Clyde's expose video was mad, but the part where he spoke about his life situation was sad. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was, but again, like, here we have Seth bringing the receipts, bringing the actual evidence. And I am always going to look at the evidence and take that more seriously than anything else. Anyone here remember the 3-step plan? No, I don't. Oh, from Noodles? Oh, that's why. No, that's why I don't remember, because I haven't watched a Noodles video in forever, bro. Like, I watched a handful of Noodles videos and I was like, I am fucking done. Like, this guy's fucking annoying, dude. No, I I don't remember that shit. Oh, man. I'm glad Seth put this out. It was Noodles' plan to exhort Seth. So what were the 3 steps? What was that all about? What, like, give me some details on that. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see. While I have you guys in here, would it be easier for you guys if I started like a Patreon or a Locals or something? Like, would you guys like me to do that? Because I'm working on getting a backlog of videos and content going, but once I do, I could do something like, I don't know, $5 a month. I could set up a tier where you guys get videos early. You guys get like exclusive shit and stuff on Patreon or Locals or, whatever. Like, if you guys are into that shit, let me know. I will definitely do it. Because again, I would like to turn this into a career. I really would. But to do that, I need money. Let's see. Let's visit Seth's channel real quick. I'm really glad he put this shit out. Really fucking happy about that. I forget the exact steps, but it was like information gathering, blackmail, profit, or something like that. There are evil people out there that will lie. And Seth has a second. Wait, what? Wait, Seth has a second channel? Is it this one? Oh shit,
Someone else donated before that though. I don't want to like miss their fucking thing.
They're all popping in now.
Okay, I don't want to ignore what you guys are saying, guys. I'm just trying to check this live chat.
I didn't even know this channel fucking existed.
Someone said check YouTube Studio.
Okay, so I go to YouTube Studio and I go to live. Is it comments? No.
I go to my studio.
This is so scuffed. I'm sorry, everyone. This is so scuffed. I'm sorry. I actually just don't know how to check this shit.
Yeah, Super Chat's still working. I don't know why it disappeared. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, they
I'm
vanished.
sending a message.
I'll read this one before it disappears. Why did Six say that you blocked him on Twitter before all this came out? I don't want Six to get in trouble.
Send him a super chat.
Whatever Six tells you about me, just believe
I'm
him.
gonna send him a super chat.
Thank you for the $5 though.
Wait, let me send you this stuff.
Oh wait a minute, hold on.
Check YouTube Studio. Yeah, I'm checking it right now. I don't know.
Check like on and then soup.
Okay, so where is
Let
it?
me send it to you.
Okay.
I'll send you a screenshot.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, guys. I'll put the screen back up, but I'm gonna send Seth the super chat first, and I don't want you guys to see my financial information. So just give me 1 sec to send the super chat, and I'll bring the screen back up. Much love and
Okay, that was younger. And then start
All right,
crying.
there we
I was
go.
like, it was kind of. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit funny.
Bro, he'll call me the hard Ed all the time, bro.
It was a little bit funny.
I do hope
to
things
watch
go
that.
well for him
I'm not
now.
gonna cap.
Me
it was a little
too.
funny. Yo, thank you for the $10, Jesker. Just watched your video. I'm live, made a video defending you, and got a lot of hate, but I analyzed the situation, wanted to put out a video supporting you. Hope you see it later. Much love and support. Thank you very much for putting out the video, Jesker. You don't have to defend me. You don't have to defend me if you feel like you're getting hate or whatever. Don't put yourself at risk for a fucking loser like me, alright? I'm just here to fucking take all this shit, and I'll be accountable for the fucking whole community if I have to be. I'm not here to, like, witch hunt people or drop my fucking, like... Clyde, I actually have 8,000 videos of you in private, and like, fucking put the dead man switch or some shit. Like, I'm not here to do that. I'll be accountable. I'll take all the heat for everything. I don't give a fuck. Come hate me. It actually feeds my weird fucking mental illness a little bit while I'm trying to like get over it. So go for it, man. I don't mind. Can I join your private Discord? No, I don't have a private Discord. I'm very sorry, but thank you for the $2 and the 1-year anniversary. I really appreciate your support. Are you still going to retire in 2 years? I want to retire as soon as I fucking can, to be fair. I've wanted to retire for, like, since, what, like 2020. You know, I didn't even want to be on here anymore. But, like, I was, like, paying for, like, Naruto vs. Ichigo or doing, like, a lot of weird shit in the background. So I, like, needed, like, extra funds. So I'll still probably retire in, like, 2 years-ish anyway. Thank you for the 250. I appreciate you. Let me see. I'm trying to read the chat. The chat like glitched.
What's the last? Yeah. Do you want me to read you the super chat?
The guy eating poop thing is a widespread lie though, because he ate it with no prospect for mod. Yeah, I didn't tell him to do anything. Yeah, that's true. What'd you say, Chuck? Sorry. What'd you say?
What?
You said something?
Oh no, like I was asking you if like you could see a super chats because you said your shit glitched or something.
No, I'm reading them right now.
Oh, okay.
Phil Daniels, thank you for the $7. Your videos have helped me through tough jobs, college, late nights, rocking my kid to sleep. I still watch every video. Hope you come out all right. Yeah, no matter what you guys want to say, if people only watch me for my content because it is just purely educational. I don't put my personality in my videos anymore, right? I don't attack people on my channel anymore. It's purely just educational shit. If people are disappointed in my character, but they still liked my content a lot, hopefully you guys can just kind of disconnect the personality from the content. The content is just purely educational, not to get anyone and stuff like that. So I do hope for a lot of people that just kind of like use YouTube as escapism can still get that experience, right? I hope that it doesn't bother people so much that they can't get over it. Like, I'm just like, yes, a 10,000 power level in Dragon Ball is enough to destroy a large planet in real life. Like, I hope, like, you can just, like, hear that, and, you don't fucking hear, like, he was mean to Clyde.
All right, I'm going to sleep. I was just heading to bed when Seth uploaded. Now I got sucked down to 3 hour long. All right, you take care, Sixes. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Why did
guys.
You get on a Keemstar? It ruined your life.
Let's see. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
I went over that earlier.
You guys can head over to
I
Seth's
wanted to
second
talk to
channel.
Clyde. I
It's
wanted to get, like, a
just
platform to
titled
talk to Clyde.
Seth.
And
So look it up. It's got some redhead anime chick as the picture. But I'm gonna head over there. I'm gonna watch that as I head off to Snoozeville myself because it's after midnight here.
Attracts me.
But yeah, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I just spent $10 on a super chat. If anybody wants to donate to the Cash App or the Venmo and refund that, I would appreciate it. But I think I might start up a Patreon because a lot of people may find that a lot easier to actually send money through. And I need to make a new PayPal. I need to make a new PayPal.
Sorry if I miss any of these donations.
I used to have a PayPal, but I forgot the password.
What are your thoughts
I don't
about
know.
Charles and Omar?
Because I barely used it, to be honest with you.
You mean Charlie?
Yeah, but I might actually,
Charlie.
I might actually start another PayPal.
Charlie's an interesting
All
character.
right. So that being
just
said,
just
you
ride or
guys know
die
what to
for
do.
Clyde.
Donate on Cash App or
Clyde doesn't
Venmo
like
if
Seth.
you want to. Xana says, "Okay, good night, man. Good night to you, Xana. Good night to everybody. Subscribe, click the bell for notifications, like, share this stuff.
I respect that about him. Not gonna hate on
And
it.
check out my other social media. Link down below. Cash App, Venmo, all that good stuff. Go check out Seth's stream. All right, go check out his stream. That's where I'm gonna be heading on I'll be in the chat over there.
You know, Omar.
But yeah,
Omar's in a weird
yeah,
situation here.
that's it. That is going to wrap
had
it
to
up
deal
tonight,
with,
guys.
like, a
Thank
lot of
you
my
so
major
much for tuning in.
episodes, and
Have another
me and
live
him,
stream
like,
going up
confided
soon.
a
I
lot
am
of
working
things
on
to
some
each other
videos
on
for
our
both
lives,
channels.
a lot of things, very deep, strong
Yeah,
connection
that's pretty
we
much
had.
it.
So
I'll
when
see
I
you
had,
guys
like, these
later.
depressing
All right.
episodes, I'd have
Seth
strong reactions
has
with him 'cause
beat
I had a
the
strong relationship
allegations.
with him, and
He's admitted to some
he's
of
in
the
a weird
allegations, but he's
situation where
beat
he
the
can either,
worst
like,
ones.
forgive me, never
He's getting
forgive
help.
me,
Let's support him.
and
That's the
stuff
best
like
thing to
that.
do at this
It's
point.
weird.
Fuck
I like
Keemstar.
Omar a lot.
All right.
He's
And
a
you
very
guys can send
understanding
this to
person,
Keemstar's ass
very
too.
smart,
Fuck
very
this guy.
genuine, a
All right.
lot.
Peace out, everybody. Have a good
The only
one.
thing I ever thought he
Head over to
was
Seth's
that
stream.
he
That's
did
where
was,
I'm
like,
headed.
weird or
I'll see you
whatever.
guys later.
Like he said, I
Peace.
stole that.
This is Jesker
like,
James with a
picture that I
Z, and
posted on
I am
Twitter, even
signing
though
out.
me and him both agreed to post it.